Stop. Just stop for a moment. Pause everything. Take a deep breath. I know you've been waiting to have it all figured out, waiting for the perfect plan before you start. And maybe you've been thinking, I can't start until I know every single step. I can't move until I have the map. I can't risk it all until it's planned out. But I need to tell you something that will free you from this trap you've built for yourself. You don't need a plan. You just need a direction. Let me tell you what you've been doing. You've been planning, endlessly planning, researching every possible outcome, mapping every potential obstacle, trying to predict every twist, every turn. Because you believe that if you plan enough, you can control the outcome. If you prepare enough, you can avoid failure. If you know every step, you'll feel safe enough to start. But here's what's actually happening. The planning has become the main obstacle you face. You're not moving. You're not starting. You're not taking the first step. Because the plan is never perfect. The map is never complete. And there's always one more thing you need to figure out before you're ready. And so you stay stuck, planning a journey you never take. Let me show you what I mean. Imagine you're about to travel through unknown territory. And you have two tools. You have a map, you have a compass. The map shows every road, every turn, every landmark. It promises certainty. It promises control. The compass, it just points north. It doesn't show you every step. It doesn't tell you which path to take. The compass just shows you the direction. And here's the thing. In unknown territory, the map is useless. Because the roads change. The terrain shifts. What was true when the map was made isn't true now. The person with the map keeps stopping, trying to reconcile what they see with what the map says. And when it doesn't match the reality, they freeze. But the person with a compass, they just keep walking north. They don't need to know every twist, every turn. They don't need to see the whole path ahead. They just need to know I'm heading in the right direction. And that's enough. That's all they need to keep moving forward. And that's you. You don't need a map. You don't need every step planned out. You don't need to see the whole journey. You just need to know which direction you're walking, and then start walking. Now, let me tell you why this actually matters for you. Plans assume you can control the future. Directions assume you can adapt to it. A plan says step 1, step 2, step 3. You follow these exactly, you'll get to the outcome, A through Z. But life doesn't work that way. Life throws curveballs. Opportunities you didn't expect. Obstacles you couldn't predict. That's just life. The person with a rigid plan, when life changes, that person panics. This wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't part of the plan. Now what do I do? And they either force the plan to work when it doesn't fit anymore, or they just give up entirely. But the person with a direction, when life changes, and it will, they adapt. Okay, this road is blocked. Which direction do I need to go? What's the next step that moves me north? Direction gives you flexibility. It gives you permission to pivot. It gives you the freedom to adjust without feeling like you failed. Because here's the truth. The best opportunities in life aren't in your plan. You don't even know they exist. They're on the way to where you're going. But here's the thing, you'll never find them if you're so rigid about the plan that you can't even see what's right in front of you. So let me tell you what direction actually is. Direction is knowing what you value, what you're building toward, what kind of life you want to create. It's not a detailed map, it's a guiding principle. Think about it. Your direction might be, I want to build something meaningful. Your direction might be, I want to live with more freedom. Your direction might be, I want to help people in a way that matters. You don't need to know how to do any of that. You don't need to know every step you need to take. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to know, this is my north, and I'm walking toward it. This is the direction I'm taking. And here's what happens when you do that. The path reveals itself as you walk. The next step becomes clear when you take the first one foot in front of the other. The opportunity shows up when you're moving. The resources appear when you're in motion, almost magically. But none of that happens when you're standing still, waiting for the perfect plan. Perfect plans don't exist. So stop waiting for certainty. Stop demanding a map. Stop trying to see the whole journey before you even start. Instead, pick your north and just start walking. That easy. The plan will unfold as you go. The path will reveal itself. The answers, they will come once you're in motion, moving forward. So here's what I need you to do right now. Stop planning. Stop researching. Stop waiting until you have every answer. Ask yourself, what direction do I want to go? Not the perfect plan, not every step, just the direction. What do you value? What do you want to build? What kind of life are you walking toward? And then, this is the only part that matters here, so pay attention. Take one step in that direction. Today. Not the perfect step, not even the biggest step, just one step north. And if this message really hit you today, if you need to commit, if you need to just stop planning and start moving, leave a comment down below. Type 4 words, I know my north, and say it out loud. Because when you stop needing the map and you start trusting the compass, you finally start moving. It's that easy. You don't need a plan. You don't need to see the whole plan. You don't need every answer. You just need a direction. And you need the courage to start walking. So pick your north. Take one step and trust that the path will reveal itself. Go with courage.